Hey guys, what's up? It's Katie and welcome back to my channel. So today I will be sharing with you guys my absolute favorite items from Trader Joe's that I continually buy. Back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you guys here. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please hit the like and subscribe button and stay tuned for all future happenings at the Homeland Manor. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my absolute favorite Trader Joe's items. I honestly had such a difficult time picking which ones to include because there's just so many. These items that I have laid out tend to be the ones I buy depending on how often I go. So I figured I would break it up into 4 categories: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. Stay tuned. First things first, in the breakfast category. When I wake up in the morning, I like coffee. I need coffee to get my day going. And I found over time that I really like black coffee, but it has to be done right. I like it when it's smooth, there's no bite at the end. And these 2 items from Trader Joe's will definitely check those boxes. So first things first, the cold brew coffee. I drink this straight black. It's so smooth, it's delicious. I think this is perfect in the morning if you are making your coffee to go before work. And following up with this, they do come in the mini cans. So this is perfect for an afternoon pick-me-up at work. It also comes in the flavor vanilla if you want some like sweetness and flavor, but this is so smooth, it's so good. It's cheaper than Starbucks. This little can is $1.99. Second thing, before work, if you're running out the door and you want something a little bit more gourmet, but still on a budget, these home-style pancakes are fantastic. This is coming from somebody who grew up with a dad that made pancakes from scratch on the weekends. And I unfortunately became kind of a pancake snob from this experience. With that being said, these microwave frozen pancakes are really freaking good. And I'm not personally dairy-free or gluten-free, but these do the trick. They come in a little pack of 3. Microwave them between 45 seconds to 1 minute and 30. But these are so fast and easy. You don't even have to add any butter or syrup. You can just eat them plain. That's how good they are. Now, moving on to a slightly different category, I decided to include 3 weekend or weekday brunch items that you can make at home to have just a little fancier, nicer morning when you have the time. So first things first, I'm a huge fan of avocado toast, and such a true millennial over here. I don't eat as much as I used to because I really got on the oatmeal bandwagon, but regardless, when I was on the huge avocado train, I loved these teeny tiny Trader Joe's avocados. So they're about half the size of a regular avocado. It's the most perfect amount for 1 person if you're making avocado toast. One of these will cover 2 slices of bread. Next fancy brunch item are the Trader Joe's cinnamon rolls. These cinnamon rolls are vegan if that is your dietary choice. My husband loves them. I think they taste very fresh. Other brands taste a little artificial, and I've never found that with these. I have made these in a waffle maker into cinnamon roll waffles. And last but not least, I had to include my favorite type of bacon from Trader Joe's. The uncured Black Forest bacon is by far their best. I've tried all of them. This one is my favorite. I know I keep saying it's so good, but like, it's so good. Anyway, those are my breakfast items. Now we're moving on to lunch. So my lunches, especially in the summertime, tend to be pretty simple. I try to keep it more low carb. So keep that in mind when I'm showing you these items. Of course, minus my favorite potato chips from there. Anyway, my typical lunch in the summer is some type of a sandwich. I don't know about you guys, but I love lunch meat in the summer. There's just something about it. It's so good with fruit and vegetables and chips. I just think that's a great lunch. First things first, I've tried a lot of low carb tortillas out there. I've tried a lot of low carb wraps out there. And these ones, the Carb Savvy tortillas, are so good. They're 9 grams total of carbohydrates if you count macros, but they just taste really fresh and soft. I don't know what it is about them, but I really like them. Next, I like to eat a lot of veggies at lunchtime, and I try not to ruin my veggie intake with a high caloric dressing or dipping sauce. These are my top 4 favorite dressings and spices that I use to jazz up my vegetable intake. So first things first, their spicy cashew butter dressing. It sounds weird, but it's so good. It's only 40 calories for 2 tablespoons. I don't count calories, but I do like to keep that in mind when I am indulging in dressing. My sister introduced this to me, really good. Second, on top of a salad, this Asian style spicy peanut vinaigrette, wonderful. I used to work at Applebee's, and it reminds me of their Oriental chicken salad that they used to make, the dressing on top of it. Remember that particular item and you like it? You should get this. And then you can make it at home. This is a little bit different because this is a spice, not necessarily a dressing, but the elote seasoning is so good on top of cucumbers. I try to eat my cucumbers as plain as possible. I know it sounds really boring. There's a little bit of a cheese taste to it, and there's spices. Highly recommend if you like those types of ingredients. And last but not least of the sauces and spice categories is this salsa. This salsa is my holy grail from Trader Joe's. In my area, it costs $1.99. And it's, again, not counting calories, but 10 calories per 2 tablespoons. There's only about 6 ingredients in this, very clean, very flavorful, a little bit spicy, more of a medium salsa. This is my go-to. It's just a classic salsa. Now, as for cheeses, I really like their mini brie bite cheeses. I don't know about you guys, but when I make a charcuterie board, you get this massive wheel of cheese, but the charcuterie board is meant to be shared with multiple people. Or, you know, no judgment, you can just eat it all yourself. But you don't want to open up a big brie wheel. These mini brie bites are a perfect go-to. They're kind of like the same size as the Baby Bell cheeses, but just a totally different flavor. All my brie lovers out there, you should get those. I know I'm trying to keep this healthy, but one of my favorite chips right now from Trader Joe's are the chips in a pickle. I like pickles per se, and I will eat them if they include them on a sandwich or if they include them on the side of a sandwich when you go out to eat. But I never thought putting these two together, wonderful combination. And last but not least, for the lunch category, I generally at that point, my sweet tooth is kicking in. I don't want to totally crash in the afternoon by indulging in dessert. So I really like their frozen fruit. 2 of my favorite frozen fruits that they have are, first, their pineapple tidbits. I love pineapple, but I'm never gonna cut one up and eat it all on my own. It would be a very rare occasion if I did that. So these ones are awesome to put in a green spinach smoothie. I try to have a green spinach smoothie whenever I can. Not always feasible at work, but when I'm home, I try to include this because I think it masks the blandness of spinach and water, because pineapple is a sharper and tangier taste. So definitely get these if you are a pineapple fan. And last but not least, my favorite frozen fruit from Trader Joe's right now are the pitted dark sweet cherries. Guys, whether you want to include these in a smoothie or just eat them straight up from the bag, this is an awesome substitute from eating ice cream. I literally take them out of the freezer, put them in a little ice cream dish, and pretend I'm eating ice cream. They're sweet enough. Because they're frozen, they have that same cold treat fix that you get from ice cream. but just straight up cherries, which is way better for you. So definitely get these. Okay, so moving on to dinner. These next items that I'm gonna show you, I generally combine together to make a really quick, easy meal. And in an upcoming video, I will be showing you guys my top 5 favorite Trader Joe's go-to quick dinners. So stay tuned for that. So to start us off, I really like the cauliflower gnocchi, and personally I like to crisp them up in the pan. I think that gives it the best texture. And to pair with the cauliflower gnocchi is their vegan kale, cashew, basil pesto. Don't let the word vegan scare you off. I highly recommend. It's very flavorful. And then if you add some chicken, quick, easy, delicious, fancy meal. That's what we all need on a Wednesday night when we're grinding away during the week. So love these two together. Next, this is a solo item, but I love their organic ground turkey. This is the best. I don't want to use the word moist, but it's kind of in that category. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's not dry. It's really good. It's tender. This is the best ground turkey I've ever come across. I like to put taco seasoning on this and then put it on top of salad, or just make tacos, or if I'm making any type of Mexican dish, this is my first choice to use. Next solo item is the spatchcocked lemon rosemary chicken. This is a beautiful and flavorful bird. It is such a delicacy. It does take some time. You have to bake it in the oven for about an hour, but it is so worth it. It's a rotisserie chicken that's already marinated with lemon and rosemary, and then spatchcocked is how it's butterflied, if that's the right term. It's a little bit pricier, but it's so worth it. I like to pair it with their sweet potato gnocchi as well as a salad. But I will warn you, it only feeds 2 to 3 people. I discovered it maybe 4 years ago, and it's something I love sharing with other people. So my next favorite dinner items that I like to put together are their already pre-chopped frozen peppers. Really easy to throw in any type of noodle bowl or Thai dish, or even maybe a Mexican dish. But specifically, I like making this with a Thai style dish. So I use these, and then I cook them with the Thai style red curry sauce, as well as a can of coconut milk, or if you want to go crazy, a can of coconut cream. Really good. I make some chicken on the side, I throw it all together, and I put it all on top of their organic jasmine rice. This, in my time on earth, is my favorite way to make rice, because you simply microwave it for 2 to 3 minutes, and then it's just good to go. It's very fast, it's very flavorful. It's an easy side dish to include to any meal. I particularly like to include it with the meal I just described to you. And finally, last but not least of the dinner items, I definitely make this once a week because it's so fast, but I love their cauliflower stirred fried rice. So a meal that I enjoy making is my own fried rice, and I use this in their wild caught red artesian shrimp, but I like to fry this up. It's seasoned with sesame oil and ginger, and there's corn. I feed this to my husband, and he doesn't even realize that he's eating cauliflower versus regular rice. That's how good it is. And you fry it up, you add 2 to 3 scrambled eggs, whatever your preference is. You cook some shrimp on the side. Voila, way better than takeout. To make a fun side with this meal are these last 2 favorite dinner items: chicken cilantro mini wontons and the pork gyoza dumplings. A little hack is to microwave both of these at the suggested time on the packaging, and then fry them up in the pan. That'll get them fully cooked and also crispy on the outside. That's all I have for my favorite dinner items from Trader Joe's. And last but not least, we're moving on to dessert. Okay guys, so last but not least, we have arrived to the dessert category. So I don't know about you guys, as I've gotten older, I really try to watch my sugar intake. So if I'm gonna eat something sweet, it's gonna be worth it. These are my top 3 favorite go-to desserts. I will say, as an honorable mention, I did not include their cinnamon babka bread. That is delicious and that would be great. I would have hated to buy it for this video, only for it to go to waste. Anyways, let's hop right into it. My top 3 favorite desserts from Trader Joe's. So first things first, this is a seasonal item and it's only available in the summer. And when I was shopping, I saw that it was back. So definitely run and grab it if you see it in your local Trader Joe's. But the lemon chess pie is really, really good. I personally love lemon in desserts. It's just so unique. Like, who makes a lemon pie? Trader Joe's. It's tart, it's buttery, it's lemony. I love it. Go grab it if you also love lemon. This truffle brownie mix is by far one of my favorite box brownie mix out there. This is great for a night in. I think the truffle adds an extra richness compared to your typical brownie box mix. And I always make sure to have one of these stocked in my pantry. It's made with Dutch cocoa. I really, really like this brownie mix. And last but not least, they're a little bit fancier than your average cookie, but not too hard on the wallet. It's the cookie butter sandwiches. These are addicting. If you've ever had the Trader Joe's cookie butter in a jar, it's essentially what's in the middle of this little sandwich cookie between 2 butter cookies. These are so good. I remember bringing them to my nursing unit for everyone to try, and they were gone within 2 hours. I've had a hard time not opening up this box and eating them before I film this video. That's how good these are. If you've never tried them, definitely try them. Such a fun little goodie to share with people, or keep to yourself. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I had so much fun buying for this video and sharing all of my favorite items with you guys. I also had a hard time picking and choosing what to include in this video. If there's anything that I didn't include that's one of your favorite Trader Joe's items, please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch to the end. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, and comment down below. Follow me at the Homeland Manor, where I do daily stories about what's going on in my life day to day. Please stay tuned for my next video, in which I will be sharing with you my favorite Trader Joe's go-to dinners. So make sure to watch that, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.